So, visiting the SMS mall, that was maybe what? Like my fifth or sixth mall that I've been to in here in Jakarta. I just want to give my thoughts and what I have been reading about in regards to the history of like the mall culture here in Indonesia, especially in Jakarta. So I believe reading that Indonesia's first president created a project back in like the 1960s to build like these series of impressive modern buildings, hotels, etc., malls, stadiums for Southeast Asia's or for the Asia Games. So Sarinah, Sarinah, was one of like the first nations, like first big like mall department store. I think it began in like the 1960s. Like I said, I was actually in it, and yeah, that's where I did some filming there and stuff. And they did have like a little backstory about that area, which was really cool to read about. It's right on the same road for the monument too, so everything is kind of on this one main strip, I guess. That mall and then others down the road. So it is in a good area for people to stop by. So, reading a little bit of the history, there was like communist parties of Indonesia and kind of some civil unrest in regards to political views, etc. So when they were trying to build all these, department stores or malls, they only saw a few of them in the 60s, 70s, just because of that unrest. People wanted to, I believe, put more money into the pasars, all the markets, rather than like the department stores. So in the 1980s, 1990s, that's when malls really started to rapidly increase because of the private sectors because of the private sectors buying up a lot of the big areas for all that commercial use. So in 1997, Indonesia had a financial crisis. I don't guess like a recession-ish, like, if you want to say that. They called it a crimson, KRISMON. And when that happened, that's when the state or the government's political parties wanted to promote a lot of the middle class consumerism throughout the shopping malls. So that led to a really big exponential growth within shopping malls in certain areas of Jakarta. So with all these malls popping up and the emergence of them, came again a lot of different civil unrests, different riots, and since malls have a lot of people there was the May 1998 riots, which left thousands of civilians trapped in burning malls all over Jakarta, and actually the one here in Karawaci, Lippo Karawaci, at the Supermall Karawaci where I am at. And apparently, I was reading they wanted to put a kind of memorial or history about that here in the mall, but they were turned down, and they didn't want to. They didn't want to. They didn't want to have that be part of the history here, and just kind of they didn't want to ruffle any feathers with that. So the 1998 riots, which is a big thing here in Indonesia, students read about it, you learn about it in history. It has much to do with the Indonesian Chinese population, but that's another type of long history. But in any case, people know about those 1998 riots. There was also a recent tragedy in 2016 when a jihadist group executed a series of bomb attacks within the mall area. I think actually near department store Sarina. I think that's how you say it. So within the malls here, walking around, talking to people, coworkers, people I've met so far, and from the bomb attacks that have happened in 2016, 1998, etc. A lot of the malls or the department stores do have security there. You have to go through a metal detector. You have to put your bag through sometimes. Most of the time I don't have to do that, but in any case, whether you're a tourist, whether you're native here, living here, etc., you do still have to go through those. And once you get inside, it's like I said before, it's cool. You have air conditioning. I feel like a lot of people can be themselves in the malls. They feel a lot safer within the malls. And being who they want to be, as this is a pretty strict, or this is a Muslim country. So women can dress a little bit more of who they are and what they want to wear. And yeah, has a lot of the entertainment for adults, kids, etc. So yeah, again, I think the mall culture is really unique and very different from the malls that I've experienced within the US. And yeah, I've been trying to go out and see as many as I can just to get different impressions of them. They have a lot of different places to eat. And a lot of these malls too, outside the mall, they'll have a little Pasar or another little market that you can go to and buy food a little bit cheaper, or they have a bigger market where you can really go and explore. I've seen that I have seen that at other malls, and yeah, so it's been really fascinating to go to these different malls and see all the different people and see the area where the mall is at. You can definitely see the wealth gap, I guess you could say, from around the mall area to outside the mall area. But I mean, that's how it goes in a lot of countries. So, but yeah, that's my take and opinion on it. Again, I have nothing against malls here in Jakarta. I have nothing against the people or anything like that. It was just my observation and just reading the history of the malls here and how they were built, how they were populated all over Jakarta, and all the different people that come here with their businesses, and people who come here to buy the mall area to build a mall. So yeah, that's my take. Thanks.